Imagine this, you poured hours into trading only to blow another prop firm evaluation, wasting money, time, and confidence. Does this sound familiar to you? I get it. I've blown over 200 evals over my trading journey, but I have also been able to lock in $3 million in funding in 2025 alone and another $700,000 in 2026. In 2026, prop firms are tougher than ever with new rules and mechanics that trip up 90% of traders. But what if I told you there's a proven playbook to not just pass your eval on the first try, but to do it consistently, unlocking millions in funded capital without the endless frustration? That's exactly what you're getting today. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to treat trading like a scalable business, avoiding the pitfalls that cost most traders thousands of dollars. This isn't hype. It's the edge you need to conquer prop firms and build real wealth that will change your life this year. If you're actually serious about turning trading into your profession, stick around. You cannot afford to miss a single step we're going to go over in this entire video. These are my 3 strategies to pass any evaluation tailored to your risk tolerance, so you can pick one of these 3 based on your finances, your risk, and what you're comfortable with. Again, I want to make this so clear. These are not get rich quick schemes. I probably will recommend to you the most, go slower. They're math-backed frameworks to align your trades with psychology, ensuring consistency over speed. Don't rush it. I'm trying to ingrain that in you. If you lack a trading strategy, subscribe and check my video. This data-backed strategy works every day. This is the exact trading strategy I've used to lock in over $3 million in funding. All right, let's start off with the lowest risk model that most of you should probably be considering of the way you should pass your evals. This eval passing strategy is for the complete beginner or someone who has been consistently failing and needs to maybe slow some things down and lock in and be more patient. The timeline for this eval passing strategy could take 1 month or more, but if you do it right and wait for high probability setups, it could take as little as 15 trading days. Your max allowed contract size I'm setting for you on this strategy is 3 to 5 micros. Stay away from minis. Do not touch minis. You are trading micros. Your ideal trading, what you're shooting for in profits, about 20 points per trade, which should give you about $120 to a $200 win per trade. And your daily profit goal is $300 to $500 a day. And your max loss we're setting for you per day is about $150 to $300. I don't really want you losing more than that. Now, you are never allowed to take more than 3 trades in 1 day. And if your first trade is profitable, stop trading immediately after it's closed and come back the next day. This is a no break rule and must be followed. Don't let greed get in the way of your eval, of you locking in this year and actually conquering prop firms. I'm telling you, greed is one of your biggest weaknesses if you struggle with that. Let me explain the math behind this so you know you can kind of trust it. And this kind of goes for every single risk strategy we're going to explain. Say you only shot for $100 a day in your eval. The profit goal on a 25K eval, which is what I recommend, is $1,500. That would only take you 15 days to pass at $100 a day. If you're trading with 5 micros with that 25K eval, you would only need a 10-point move to capture that. If you're waiting for your high probability setups, 10 points is nothing on the charts. I want you to go actually look at how big 10 points is. It's tiny. Our profit goal that I set for you, which is $300 to $500 a day, is about 30 to 50 point move with 5 micro contracts, which is not big at all. If you're hitting our daily profit goal, it could take you as little as 3 days to pass this account. Though we're not rushing this, I want to make it clear, don't shoot for finishing in 3 days, just shoot for patience and execution. The most important part of any of our strategies is not to focus on the profit you could make. The most important aspect of these strategies is your patience and execution on high possibility setup. You need to know what that looks like, and you need to have extreme discipline and patience throughout this process. That's what's going to work. Do not rush the eval. If it takes a month, who cares? Be okay with slow growth that compounds. Again, we're in a marathon, not a sprint. Make sure you are taking advantage of TraderVate's triggers that I helped you set up in the setup part of the brokerage account that we taught you earlier in this video to auto do this so you can't mess it up. It'll auto lock your account and it'll auto take that profit. You don't even have to think about it. The small benefit of these triggers within TraderVate's settings is they force discipline even when sometimes you don't want to do it. And I promise you, do not turn these off and utilize them. They will help you. I promise. I'm trying to ingrain that. Do not ever shut those settings off once you set them up. Now let's get into the medium risk model. This one's a little bit more aggressive, but kind of similar to that low risk model. This is, I would say, for the more intermediate to advanced traders who have like a clear trading model they can utilize. This risk model for passing the evals should take you about 2 to 4 weeks to pass the eval, because we're kind of taking into account that maybe you'll take a loss here and there. Your max contract size you're allowed is about 5 to 10 micros, okay? That's where I want you sitting in. Whatever's comfortable for you, pick. A 20-point move, when you're trading with that, is about a $200 to a $400 win. I want your daily profit goal with this to be $400 to $600 a day. I want your daily loss limit we are setting for ourselves is $300 to $500 a day. You can never lose more than that in one day. Within this risk model, we always want to wait for high probability setups only. We are constantly journaling our trade sessions so we can see how we can be better each and every day. The same math we talked about above in the first strategy applies to this model we explained. And again, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it over and over again. Patience is your profit. Be patient. Be willing to sit on your hands in certain uncertain markets and wait for those confirmations you need in order to wait for those high probability setups, which might mean some days you don't take a trade, and that's okay. Again, make sure all your triggers, your loss limits and your profit triggers are set up in the TradeBait backend in the settings. It'll just make everything easier and help you lock in that discipline. Now, here's the last one, the high risk model, which most of you should probably ignore this one, but I want to put it in here for those who are actually capable and have a strategy they can utilize alongside this. This is for the advanced to expert traders only, and this risk model for passing evals works best with the intraday accounts, not the EOD accounts. The daily loss limit on those EOD trail accounts can really stunt this strategy and cause you to blow funded accounts much quicker because of that daily loss limit. So I recommend if you're going to use this one, just use the intraday accounts. With this risk model, you're looking to pass your evaluation in one single trade. Now, with this one, your max contract size is either 1 to 3 minis or 10 to 30 micros, whichever you kind of prefer to use. In a setup, say you get a trade opportunity, you're risking the full amount of drawdown on the stop loss. So if it's the 25K, you're putting all $1,500 on the line there. And then your target profit goal is whatever that account is. Say it's 25K, it's the $1,500. Say if it's a 50K, it's $3,000. You're looking to hit that in one trade. Make sure your daily profit trigger on TradeBait is set up to auto liquidate if the profit target is hit, because TradeBait will auto liquidate if you have that set up. So you don't have to set a TP, it'll auto make sure you get that. With this risk model, you need to wait for A+ setups, like A++ setups only. We need the highest probably setup possible. So that happens really, like when I take it, within 1 or 2 candles, it almost hit. Your willingness to be patient and be willing to sit on your hands is everything with this risk model. If you can't do that, if you struggle with that, stay away from this. The benefit of the strategy is you can get funded in an account within less than 24 hours, but you can also blow your eval within seconds and almost immediately. And that can stack up really quickly if you're trying to do this quickly. And I cannot stress this enough. This risk model is only for advanced to expert traders. If you have been trading for less than 1 year, this is not for you, okay? If you're reading this or you're watching this and you've been trading for less than a year, ignore this part, stick to the low or the medium risk setups. So what happens if you actually fail an evaluation? I want to make this very clear. In this journey to conquering prop firms, you will fail accounts. It is totally normal and it is part of the process of conquering prop firms. It's gonna happen. Now, the most important thing is when you fail that eval, how do you react after you fail the account? Do you immediately go in and buy 5 more evals and try to do it again the same day because, oh, I just missed the setup? Do you freak out and let it ruin your day or week? If so, you need to fix that habit immediately because that's gonna destroy you throughout this journey. That's exactly how prop firms want you to react. They want you to crash out. They want you to be emotionally driven by success or failures. That's how they make their money from unprofitable traders like yourself. So let's not be a cash cow for them. Let's actually be disciplined and lock in. And that's the whole reason I'm making this series, is because I want to change that for you and I want this to be a life-changing opportunity. I want you to set this rule for yourself. If you fail an eval or you blow an account, you cannot buy the next eval for another 24 hours. You just need to let yourself calm down, get through it, fix your emotions, go outside, walk around, whatever. And then the next day you can go buy an eval. Give yourself that 24-hour break. If you fail, you need to journal everything that went right and everything that went wrong when you were trying to pass that eval. When you're going through your journal and you're writing down the things that you did right and the things you had success in, I want you to hyper fixate on those and ingrain them into your mind that this is what we need to be doing better every time we trade. We cannot forget those things we did well. And in the things that you're journaling when you failed or did something bad while you're day trading, I want you to immediately set rules for yourself or boundaries that make sure you do not do those things again, because that's the reason why you probably blew that account. So you need to set some kind of boundary around yourself so you don't mess it up. You I know for myself, I'm my biggest enemy when it comes to trading. If this helped at all, like, subscribe, and comment on your biggest takeaway or question you might have down below. Follow Maniac Trades on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for daily insights. I'd love to connect with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's conquer 2026 together.